Alright, now we are going to learn about regional settings. So this is where we configure our organization or company settings. What can we configure? We can set the company or organization name and address, the primary contact, default locale, default currency, the currencies where the organization is using. But if you want to enable multi-currency, you would need to set that up first. By default, multi-currency is disabled. So you can see the storage usage, also the breakdown of the storage used, licenses available, and then the fiscal year information and support information. So let's stop at that and let's launch our playground so we can check it out together. So I'm going to click here, hands-on orgs. I'm going to launch my admin advanced playground and head off to setup and then company information. So let's go to the gear icon and then setup, and here I would search for company information. Here we go. So here you can edit all of this, right? You can hit edit and change accordingly. The primary contact for your org, the name. So this is pretty basic, right? The street, the default locale. This is English Canada. So you choose your own locale if you're in a different country. Also like Chinese, it has several. Where are you, right? English, like a lot of countries are using English, but where are you? You choose that. And the default language and default time zone, which is important. I am in Pacific time, so I should be changing this, but since this is a playground, I didn't change it yet. So current locale is English Canada, and you can change that, and I'm gonna hit save that. So this is the basic company information you can change. Also, you can see here used data space, used file space. So what's the difference between file and data? Files are the actual file attachment that you attach into Salesforce. You upload files. The data is the actual data, like the records, like the number of contacts, the number of opportunities, all those records. So the API requests, the logins, and everything you can see here. And most importantly is your organization ID there. That is crucial. You don't have to memorize it, but whenever you are asking for support for third-party applications that you install on App Exchange, you would need to provide them an organization ID for sure. Also, well, you have to know where to find your organization ID. This is unique for each Salesforce organizations. All right, so this is our Trailhead Playground org ID. The instance is where the cluster of servers where our organization is located, NA174. This one, NA174, is hosting probably a lot of Salesforce org, maybe hundreds or thousands, I don't know. But this is where our Trailhead Playground is located. North America 174. So this is the user licenses. We have only 2 because it's a playground. We have 5,000 chatter and so forth. You can see all your license information. You can even go to the list there. Permission set licenses and so on and so forth. And also you can also check your data storage here. Data storage or even storage information. storage usage. This is where you can see the breakdown on how you are using your current Salesforce storage. I'm gonna drink my cup of coffee while waiting. That's good. Well, come on, it's just a storage information. Still waiting at the bottom here, you can see. You know what, I'm gonna click it again. Boom. Maybe second time it's better. Or I'm gonna refresh this. Wow, maybe because it's a playground, it's trying to calculate the whole, cluster, and then taking a while. Usually it just takes a second to load this page. I don't know what's the hold up here. Also, let's go back while that's loading. I'm gonna check what we can discuss here. What about fiscal year information and support information, where you can change that? I'm gonna pop this up on another. I'm not sure if that's ever gonna load, but let's see. Here, fiscal year. What is fiscal year? This is where your reporting kicks in. So when you set a current fiscal year, previous fiscal year, it's defined by this. If you say your fiscal year is January, then if you say previous fiscal year, well, it starts from January. But if you say you have a custom fiscal year, or if you change this to another month, when you create a report, like for example, this is talking about fiscal year, right? So if I go to reports here, and on reports, say you want to get information how many sales we got in this current fiscal year. So what is that? What's the current fiscal year? Well, you have to have a standard, right, for your whole entire organization. So for example, if you make a new report and the filter, I'm talking about what your advanced admin. Let's do opportunities and then continue. Here on your filter, this is fiscal quarter. See, this is current fiscal year, previous fiscal year, previous to fiscal year for the filter. So what is the fiscal year? Well, you have to define it here. If you change the month of the fiscal year on the previous settings, this would yield different values. You get what I mean, right? So the fiscal year defines how your reporting will pull data. So, finally, wow, that takes a lot of time to pull the storage usage. So this is the storage usage. As you can see, each object has 34 records for opportunities, cases, 27 record. It's using 68 kilobytes, 54 kilobytes, and so forth. So if you're running out of disk usage for your org, you're getting warnings and stuff, and you see, whoa, it's almost out. So what am I using? So you can see the breakdown here, and probably you can archive the old records, back it up. There's a good backup company, Own Backup, which I use with lots of Salesforce orgs. Own Backup is a pretty solid backup company for backing up your data. Back it up there and then delete or remove your old data. That's an entirely different discussions, but yeah, if you're managing a huge organization, you would have like, I don't know how many gigabytes, 500 gigabytes of data, and then it's going to be running out. There's a bunch of records here, and then you need to clean it up. So you want to always have your entire data stored up somewhere. Don't just remove stuff and have no backup. That would be a nightmare. And then, that's how you see the breakdowns of all your storage usage. Let's go back here. Support information. This is where you define your support information. For case escalation, you set the business hours, also the holidays. So it will not count the holidays if you set when is the holidays, right? And you say escalate to the manager if it's not responded in 2 business days. So if it's 2 business days, and it will not count weekends. If the case was created on Friday, right, it will not count Saturday and Sunday, and then go escalate on Monday because it's not 2 business days yet. The case was created on Friday, it will be escalated in 2 business days, so probably Wednesday it's going to get escalated. Unless Monday is a holiday, huh? So you got what I mean, right? So if I go here, if I go support, pretty slow, right? Support settings. It's not actually on here. Here, business hours. So here is where you set your business hours. You can edit your business hours here. On Sunday, when are you going to be open? You can change that on each of the day. You can set that there. So business hours, also holidays probably. There, holidays. What? No holidays? We all work like Elon Musk. Okay. Now let's continue. Okay, but what are locale settings? Well, we've talked about that a bit, right? This is where you define how the date will be displayed, like month, date, year, or date, month, year. Depends on what country you live. This is North America like this, but if you're like from Indonesia, like I was from, so it's like 1.1000 for 1000. Right? Dot. We don't use comma in Indonesia, but we use comma in North America. In the US, in Canada, all the Western countries, they use comma. I'm not sure in New Zealand. I was in New Zealand. I think they use comma as well. Name order, like how it's going to be displayed, address format, and so on and so forth. And language, all the text, standard types and fields, online help, text language in the help section, the time zone, and that's it. So we can also update our company information, which I just showed you where to update and the company information. And you can change the fiscal year. I've shown you that. Oh, you can also update your personnel locale. So on that, you click on your icon here. It should be your picture. There you can upload your own picture, and then you go to settings here. Boop. And here you have personal information, but also you can change your own language and time zone there. You know, I'm in Pacific time and Pacific Standard Time. Locale. You can change, so if the organization is using its own locale, if you change it here, then you will be using your own personal one, because this overrides the organization settings. Okay, this overrides the organization settings because this is your own personal one. All right, that's how you set your own locale. And I think that's it. It's time to clean my Mac. No, it's clean already. Okay, hands-on challenge. Also, you can set up multi-currency, but this is a whole different discussion. This is a pretty complex topic. I don't see it in the Trailhead, but I will cover these more advanced topics later on outside the admin advanced Trailhead that we are going through right now. Maybe the admin advanced, or when we are going through the certification trail, probably, yeah, the admin certification, and then the advanced admin certification that we are going to go through eventually. There might be more advanced discussion about multi-currency, managing multiple countries, organization. What if you're managing an organization that has offices in 50 different countries or 100 different countries? Oh, that'll be a big management, right? So you need to know how to do that as well. Okay, hands-on challenge. Update your company address, fiscal year, and time zone. So they want us to make sure we know what we're doing. Do you know what you're doing as an admin? You sure you need to know what you're doing. Come on, go back to here, company information, not my own. So company, are we in setup here? Let's go back home. Company information, and they want us to change the street to Baltimore. Ooh, secret street, Baltimore, Maryland. Married with the land. Maryland is MA, right? I think, or we should just copy and paste. I think so. Just copy and paste. 20755. That would be the US. Well, are they gonna check that? I don't know. I hope not. Okay, I'm gonna save that. So fiscal year to February. Fiscal year. So how is this going to affect me? So whenever I do reporting and I set current fiscal year, it will count starting with February. Okay, remember that. That's gonna be gonna change a big thing in your organization. You don't just change that and not tell anybody. It's gonna mess up your management reporting. Okay, so company time zone, I should change that to Mountain Standard Time. Personal to Venezuela. Wow. Back to company information again. Mountain Standard Time. So default time zone is Mountain Standard Time. Is it saying America Denver? I think it's saying something else. America Phoenix. It should be the same thing, but Mountain Standard Time. Oh, Phoenix, what's the difference, dude? It's the same thing, right? -7, yeah. I'm going to save that. And lastly, we are going to change our personal time zone. So click on this icon and go to settings there and change the time zone, language and time zone to Venezuela. Oops, not the time zone here. Let's see, what is it again? GMT -4 and then Venezuela time. So GMT -4 here. Venezuela GMT -4 here. America Caracas. Safe. So we're good to go. All set, and that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to email me, jimmy@zone.io. Bada bing. Oops, not I have. Whoops. It doesn't appear that your zip code has been set to 20755. Let's fix that. Company information. Ooh, why didn't you tell me, dude? You should have told me. Okay. Bada bing, bada boom. Assessment complete. Hit that subscribe button and explore new Trailhead grounds and learn to implement the most useful and popular apps on the Salesforce App Exchange. And do yourself a favor, like this video and you'll be surprised on how much more you understand when watching this same video after liking it. Don't take my word. Watch this one more time after you like the video and see it for yourself. Bada bing, bada boom.